Shall we go and speak with Sir Lennart, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. You have our gratitude. Lead the way. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend in canting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We ought to put it to good use.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Do come again.
Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it. That place puts my ears on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with...
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you wished...
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'll go and search for him myself, only... This is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, which would hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
Let us make haste. That note... Life may be lost on our account.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Seems naught ever goes right. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? Good sleep is the key to a good adventure. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust. Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. We must not let down our guard. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. That reminds me. Our party is composed of quite a few men. 'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
like this place at all.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
A fine display of skill.
I shall heal you at once. Wait a moment. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, I... Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
There is no telling what perils we may face. We must be ready to protect our charge at a moment's notice.
I'm just glad.
I'll go and open the chest. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late, and I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him?
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get beat. It's the way things never waste.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
'Tis not what I expected.
Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Good. Let us make for the capital. Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Ingredients are plenty. All hereabouts.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Where ought we to go now? How might I serve you, Arisen? Camp is the perfect place for swapping tales of our experiences.
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend to.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Prod me if you must, Master, but I've nothing more to say. You are in good health, I trust, Arisen?
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. We must not let down our guard. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Battle is best avoided. Well done, Master. I grant you rolling flame.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Now, what might that be? We ought to take a closer look. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep looking at every little thing you find. Well fought!
A few more victories like that, and I'll have running for nothing. No result to be proud of. The find of the century, I dare say. I wonder whether my master from beyond the rift managed to find that. Somehow I doubt it. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard. A Cyclops!
Lightning is its weakness and our strength.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. We are to retreat then. Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attackers with us. It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
By your leave. Mayhap the force of this torrent.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another force arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Can't wait to find out what's inside.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid. We're setting out. Jump on if you...
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Use these flames as my cast. I'll combine my magic with yours. I cast a spell more quickly.
That's it! Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Such quietude is a blessing.
Any of those